Yeah, it was our race against Morvan. A must win for us, so we're bloody stoked to come away with the victory. And I think we did a really good job coming in from the port entry to get out of trouble. It's really difficult to do in this light pressure in these boats. Hey, up you go! Hey! 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 Come on! So happy to get away with that, and then just did a really good job of controlling him, and he just had way too much pace going at the pin, and we managed just to push him over the line, come off the line with a penalty and him over, so couldn't get much better than that.
We had a typical Williams-Hansen match with a lot of screaming and shouting and flags flying all over the place, and we hit the bottom and stopped.
We're hitting the bottom! We're hitting the bottom when we're outside the... I'm keeping a distance from this, and we end up from port to starboard, and you green flag it all the time. What's the matter with you guys?
We just have to join forces and come back stronger in Marstrand.
Yeah, with the quarterfinals, we've just scraped through on 5 wins with a 4-way count back with Pam, Bjorn, and I think Johnny Robertson. We really felt that we just weren't sailing 100% well enough to win all the races.
10-1, it's one of the best qualifyings we've had, so we're super happy with that.
We have a fantastic day's racing here today. We finished qualifying, and continuing his awesome form is Ian Williams, who's on 10 wins and 1 loss. The loss coming at the hands of Matthew Richard. The shock from today was the exit of pure Antoine Morvan and also the reigning Career Match Cup champion Bjorn Hansen. So he's going home, and top 8 are going to go forward to the quarterfinals.
Just won our 3rd race against Burnson in the quarterfinals, and pretty pleased with our performance. We were actually behind in that race, and we were able to pass them on the first run and complete a penalty at the finish line. So we're pretty stoked about our performance, and hopefully have some good momentum after that going into the semi-finals.
At the bottom mark, the wind was really light, and we did some jibes close to the mark, and we managed to have a cover on us, and we gained a lot and had enough distance to take his penalty then.
He was always still wary. No, there was nothing to jab to.
We were ahead at the first cross and in a quite comfortable position. Round of the top mark ahead by a length or so. He came down with a bit of pressure on the downwind, put us under a bit of pressure, and he managed to just roll over the top of us going into the bottom mark. We're very disappointed being 2-0 up and then not being able to close it out.
Yeah, the last race against Adam was very crazy. We got 2 penalties, so I don't know where they came from or what they were. They were a double for driving in front of him, I'm not too sure. Possibly should have just been a red. And then as soon as I realised we had 2 penalties, I tried to wipe it off and go behind his stern, and the umpires gave us a black, so it's game over at that stage.
Come on! Come on! Coming down on us! Come on! No way!
Drive it back, Chris. Drive it back, Chris. Come on! Jib up, jib up, jib up, jib up. Drive it, Tom, drive it. Jib up, Nick. Go, Chris. Jib up. Dave, get forward, Dave. Jib up.
Go drop.
Kiwi drop, Kiwi drop, Kiwi drop. Come on! Go drop! Inside 2! Inside 2, Bowling! Black flag, yes!
Losing the quarterfinals means we don't advance to the next round, so it's time to pack our bags and get ready for Sweden.
Oh, yep, very pleased. Stoked, really. No, it was good to come out there and go 3-0 over Phil Robertson, who's been quite a force on the tour over the last few years while I've been away.
The guys did a great job. We beat him to the hoist on the Jenica, which allowed us to come into leeward, and I think he just got a little bit caught out. He came down, closed the gap, and took all the risk, and ended up not keeping clear. He was windward boat. and that was the penalty. I thought he could have had 2 actually, because he stayed there a long time after that. But no matter, the penalty was enough. We managed to keep it close all the way around the course and get the win.